What's good, guys? It's me, Gerald the Weaver. I'm back again with another video. Okay, I'm not realizing I haven't made what if Asta had a stand and what if Asta was a pillar man. Yeah, so, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make what if he had key tomorrow. Thursday and Friday, my teachers weren't prepared, so they changed it to Thursday and Friday, so I won't be able to make a video Thursday and Friday. And Saturday and Sunday I'll upload what if he had a stand and what if he was a pillar man. So I'm gonna be uploading for Tuesday and Wednesday, not Thursday and Friday. Okay, let's just get started into the what if. Now, um, now Asta is now back at Black Clover at the Black Clover Kingdom because Subaru died last episode, so returned by death. So yes, Subaru would go back to the Black Clover Kingdom. So this time, Asta is now he's back, and he just drops everything and runs straight to Yami. Yes, he sees Yami and Noelle, but he rushes right past her and says, "Excuse me." He says, "Yami, wait, listen to me, Yami, listen." And Yami says, "Calm down, kid. What's wrong with you?" And then Asta explains that he's going to disappear into this place called Lagunica, and to tell Yuno that he's going to be all right, and please save him. And Yami says, "What do you mean this place is Lagunica? I don't know what that is. Please explain, Asta." And Asta's eyes started to blink more and more. He says, "There's not enough time. Just tell and my family from Hodge Village that I'm gonna be okay. Just tell them, please." And then he turned around to Noelle and said the same thing. And he kept blinking and blinking. He says, "It's already too late. I can't do anything." And then Asta closed his eyes, and he went to breathe. And as Asta opens up his eyes, he sees Reinhardt. Yes, Reinhardt. Yeah, Subaru's on the ground. And then Subaru sees Asta, and he holds one moment, and he thanks Reinhardt for saving him from the thugs. That I think pretty sure Asta beat up the thugs in the last episode. So now Reinhardt's doing it because it took Asta a little bit longer to get there. And then Reinhardt says, "Is this an enemy or a friend?" He explains that he knows Subaru. He met him today, and and then Subaru then explained the rest. He says, "Thank you, Mr. Reinhardt." And Asta then says, "Yes, thank you for saving Subaru." And then Reinhardt then says, "Yeah, my computer was making weird noises." So Reinhardt then says, "What are those robes you have? I never seen them before." "They're my Black Clover robes." Yeah. And Reinhardt says, "I never heard of this Black Clover robes." And I said, "Oh wait, I said it wrong. My bad." The Black Bulls. It's still they won't even know what Black Clover is, the kingdom, because it's a different world. I got a new good title for it. What if Asta got isekai into ReZero? Boom. That sounds like a better title. Oh my goodness. I'm so big dumb. Yeah. Okay, yeah, so Asta says, "I'm from a different world, if you know what I mean." And Reinhardt says, "Okay, I'm just gonna go now. Did you need anything else, Subaru?" And Subaru then says, "Please, if you see a white-haired woman..." Wait. No, that came out wrong. Okay, if you see someone with white hair, please tell her this. I'm going to get her item back, or the insignia. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the insignia. I had to think for a sec. Okay. Oh my goodness, my computer's scaring me. It keeps making weird noises. Okay. No. Asta then says, "Okay, we gotta get going." And Subaru, and then Subaru says, "You still want to help me? You still remember?" And Asta then says, "Of course I remember. You told me. You have returned by death." And Subaru then says, "Oh, thank you, Asta. I don't know. I don't have any money to repay you with." And Asta then says, "You don't have to pay me. It's my job as a black bull to help people in my world, but I can help people in this world too. And you're not even from this world either, so I understand your pain. And I just want to go back to the black bulls, to the black bulls. Don't you want to go back to your family too?" And then Subaru then says, "No, I probably shouldn't. I disappoint my parents too much. They probably don't want to see me." And then Asta then says, "Well, I never even knew my parents. I was raised by my father and sister Lily, who I want to marry you." He just brings that up out of nowhere. And then Subaru says, "Oh, you want to marry a sister? That's that's kind of weird." And then Asta then explains. Then Asta then says, "And why do you want to see this white-haired girl? What? You probably only knew her like for I probably knew you longer than her, probably, since I spent more time with you, if I'm correct. So you would I know you more than that person." And Subaru says, "You're technically right, but but actually no, I knew you about the same amount of time because I kind of went a little bit cuckoo, if you know what I mean." Yeah, so Asta says, "Okay, we can keep walking while we get there." Now they finally made it to the loot house, and they so this is where it changes a little bit. Subaru did not he would meet Felt before going to the loot house, but since he has Asta there with him again, and they know what Elsa is gonna do, they're kind of more prepared. So Asta is gonna straight up he thinks if the negotiations don't go well, to get everyone out the building, and then he'll fight her off until they get help. Or, oh wait, oh yeah, Asta came up with a good plan. Yeah, he said to get Reinhardt. So Reinhardt is already there. Technically, he's halfway there. He's yeah. Okay, I explained this pretty badly. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Reinhardt's like on standby because Asta just thought of a plan to have him be there just in case. Yeah, and so yeah, Felt finally arrived, and Subaru said, "I could offer you my immediate and my bodyguard here." And Asta then says, "I'm not your bodyguard. You, I'm technically like a friend now, basically an acquaintance friend." And Subaru starts to laugh and cry a little bit, like a sad cry. He says, "You're so funny, Asta. Who would want to be friends with me?" And Felt says, "Okay, enough with your sad sob story." And Rom says, "Yeah, I think that's only worth like 20 silver coins, but who knows how much that other buyer has." And yes, speaking of the other buyer, yeah, my computer keeps making that weird noise. So sorry about the noise. Yeah, so I had to edit myself out. Okay. Now, yeah, Elsa is finally there. Yeah, so this is where difference a little bit. Yep, it's pretty different. I changed it a lot. Elsa arrives a lot more earlier because she's more on caution because she felt a little bit more power coming from there. So she thinks it's just Asta. So she then explains how much she has, and she then says, "Well, it looks like you do have enough more than me." And Asta is still on guard, so he's not trying to show it. So, oh, it's making that noise again. Okay, so Subaru says, "Oh, no problem." Yeah, and Elsa then asks the same question. What are you gonna do with it? If you don't mind me asking. And Subaru then says, "Well, I was probably gonna sell it for like $1 million or something, because I'm pretty sure this is a very important piece item." And she says, "Just you're just gonna sell it again?" And then she stood up and said, "You're just gonna sell it? That's kind of dumb." And Asta then says, "Well, we won the negotiation, so you probably should just go." That's what Asta's saying. And Elsa is like, "I don't think so. That's just a dumb thing to do if you're just gonna sell it. You could have just stayed with your money. You didn't have to get involved with this negotiation. And you know what I do to people who just get in my way for no reason? I cut them." Yep, yep. Yeah, and Asta then says, "Okay, time for plan A." And so Asta then grabs Felt, Subaru and Rom, yeah. And then he just jumped out of there. And Elsa tried to follow him, but did you forget who's there? Yes, the legend himself. Like I was saying, the legend himself. Okay, a notification popped up on my phone, so I'm editing myself out once more. It was one of my teachers. Yeah. Okay. Now, like I was saying, the legend himself, Reinhardt, stops Elsa right there, and you know what happens if you watch the ReZero. Zero. Yes. Right. Okay. Yeah. Like I was saying. Okay. Reinhardt then charges up his very the mastered swordsman attack. I forgot what was it. I forgot what was the name of the attack that he did, but okay, it happened in like like 2 or episode 3 of ReZero. So don't judge me. I'm like on season 2 now. Like episode season 10. I'm not realizing season 2 is almost halfway through. Oh my goodness. Then I have to wait another 4 years. Ugh, those monsters. Okay, I'm starting to become too self-aware. Okay, like I was saying, Reinhardt then says, "I don't like when people try to hurt others just to try to get their way. Subaru won the negotiation and you're trying to kill them." So he charges up his attack and says, I forgot what it was called. And you know what Reinhardt does? Yeah, he just blows up the freaking place with that attack. Yeah, and it cuts Subaru and Asta, Felt, and Rom. And yes, the attack doesn't kill Elsa, but she hasn't stood up yet, so it's alright. She hasn't stood up. Now, so Subaru then... Yeah, so Subaru says, "Finally, we won." And Asta says, "Reinhardt won. We didn't do anything. Oh, actually, I did something, actually." And Felt said to Asta was still holding her, and he said, and Felt just bit Asta. Yeah, these events are changing a lot. He says, "Ow, I just saved your life." And old Rom says, "I'm still amazed that you could pick me up." And Reinhardt says, "Yeah, everything's all good, folks. Do you still have that insignia you were talking about? The insignia?" Subaru then says, "Yep, I have it." And Reinhardt says, "Do you know whose insignia that is?" And Subaru says, "It's the white hair uh, girl's insignia." And Subaru then Reinhardt says, "Oh, you're talking about Amelia." Yes, you might be wondering, where's Amelia? She's starting to finally come in here. Yeah, she got kind of lost because she saw a building. She was walking in, and then the building exploded out of nowhere. Yeah, so it's been a couple of minutes, and she's still waiting outside. And Asta then says, "So that's her name." And Asta then, you didn't even know her name. What's wrong with you? And Subaru says, yeah, Asta, now. Yeah, Amelia's finally walking in. Yes, you won't be seeing her this episode, but you'll be seeing her next episode. Yeah, next episode. Yeah, she's finally walking in. And Subaru says, here you go, Amelia. I went through all this trouble. Yeah, so he hands it over to Amelia and says, my name's Natsuki Subaru. I saw it get stolen, so I followed it, and I almost died, but at least you have your insignia. And then, Elsa just wakes up out of nowhere. Okay, she wasn't awake, she was waiting for a sneak attack. And so she runs up, and Amelia doesn't have enough time to get her attack charge, so she jumps back, and Subaru is late to see that, and she tried pulling him, but it was too late. Subaru gets slashed, but it wasn't deep enough to him to get, like, internal bleeding. So Subaru then says, ha, you didn't even hurt me. And Reinhardt says, oh, you still want some more, huh? Okay, Reinhardt would never say that. I'm sorry. He would probably say that if it was Obaru or something. Oh my goodness, I need to stop spoiling you guys. Okay, so Reinhardt then says, okay, round 2 then. And Elsa says, I have enough time for you. You win this time. Yeah, so she runs away. Yep. And Asta then says, okay, I finally did it. Now, how do I get back? And Subaru says, Asta, since we defeated her, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a new checkpoint. And and then Asta says, that means I won't be able to see Yami or Noelle. And Subaru says, I'm very sorry, but I think we're gonna be stuck here for good. Yeah, and then Subaru says, now, Amelia! Yeah, he goes back to Amelia. And Asta just starts to think to himself, what do I do now? I defeated her, but I still don't know how to go back. Should I? Should I try to... No, I wouldn't. Yeah, he was thinking of... Yeah, this Asta is starting... Like, this Asta is kind of a little bit more cautious now, because he knows that if Subaru dies, he'll have to repeat this day over and over again. So he feels what Subaru feels. Oh, I'm sorry. I had gas. Okay, like I was saying. Yeah, so, and then, the original events play out. But Ram is not hurt at all. Yeah, so Subaru then, blood just starts gashing out from that wound he got. And Amelia starts to heal him. And Ram and Felt went over to Subaru to see. They kind of thanked him while he was passed out, and they also thanked Asta too, and Reinhardt. And then Reinhardt then says, "Wait a minute," because Felt has the insignia, and she was handing it over to Amelia, and Reinhardt says, "Wait a minute." And old man Ram says, let go of her. What are you doing? And Asta then says, well, she did steal, so that's kind of a criminal offense if I'm correct, but it's up to the holder of the item. Amelia, what do you think? Amelia says, it's cool, as long as I got it back. Yeah, and Reinhardt says, no, this is a bigger case than I thought. And old man Ram says, what do you mean a bigger case? What? Let go of her. And so Reinhardt says, I'm sorry about this. And he knocks out old man Ram and Felt, and he says, I need to bring her back to the capital. She's has something weird. Something's weird going on with this insignia. Here you go, Amelia. Yeah, and Asta then says, well, as long as you're not going to do anything weird, you can take her. It's not my problem anymore. I did my mission. But who's gonna deal with old man Rom? Doesn't he need a house or something? Yeah, so Amelia then yeah, puts money right by old man Rom, and she says it's all good. And yeah, so Asta then explains to Amelia how he got wrapped up into this. And so Amelia then invites Asta and Subaru this time to Roswald's mansion, or I like to call him Michael. Uh, M- uh, um, uh, the okay, I was gonna make a bad joke, but I was gonna make a Dio joke, but okay, and a Michael Jackson joke, but it's kind of untasty nowadays. So okay, they go to Dio's mansion. Boom. I messed up that joke. Oh my, this video is gonna go on for far too long. Yeah, so Subaru and is still knocked out, and Asta carries him all the way to the Roswell mansion. And that's where enough for this what if. Yeah, I know this part was kind of long, but I'm making these long because I won't be making parts for Thursday and Friday. So hopefully you enjoy. If you're new, probably subscribe if you made it this long. Now, I want you guys to stay healthy. Peace out. Hopefully my phone and my computer stops making that beeping noise for the next part. For what if Asta had key. Now, stay healthy. Peace out.